Hello guys, this is DHS and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Twice Upon a Time. I tried to review this yesterday, however I was a bit tired, it was quite late and I didn't have any notes. So I've now made notes and I've had a 10-hour sleep and now I'm pretty sure I'm ready to record and make this video. The episode had a great start. I think that showing the shot to the 10th planet to show people that, you know, if you haven't seen classic Doctor Who, what's going on here and what this story is about-ish, from that, and showing you the Mondasian Cybermen and the Doctor and the companion right at the beginning, I think made that sort of connection, sort of continuity between it, which is pretty good because you can pick plot holes out of continuity. The whole face morphing thing was really cool as well. I think we saw it in the trailer, but that's a pretty cool digital effect. They've done that, as well as the digital effect with the TARDIS later on in the episode with the spinning TARDIS against the time vortex. Some great character chemistry between Peter Capaldi and David Bradley. I think the first Doctor as well, bringing up these sort of, I'm going to call them just old people jokes, like jokes that you hear your granddad say about sunglasses indoors or hands in your pockets, for example. They transpire over this older Doctor, or this younger Doctor, I suppose. But some of the sexist jokes were, I think, once is okay, and then like you get it like 4 times throughout the episode, and you're sitting there going, "Could we just move on from this, please?" A scene in which the World War I soldiers come out of the trenches and play football with each other is just a historical event that did happen, and this, well, it's quite lucky that it was Christmas Day, I suppose, for Mark Gatiss' character. But if he was supposed to die there, well, he wouldn't have died there. Anyways, Doctor Who, they could do whatever they like, and they went like a couple of minutes like ahead or something. Regeneration was a lot better this time than it has been before. What this episode needs to do to improve is be more focused, have a better story as well. You know, really sort of not think about the Doctor's regeneration, because I feel like we were just waiting an hour to see Peter Capaldi regenerate, but we were just, it was just dead space. You know, talk about the plot, because there really wasn't one. You know, there was, time has stopped. Yeah, okay, fine, fair enough. However, time has stopped, and we're all waiting for Peter Capaldi to regenerate, and this uncompelling stories on at the time, which is complex and is about time, and nobody has the effort to even think about what's going on until they've watched it 7 or 8 times, which is not most people. The Doctor's speech at the end was a bit reminiscent of Peter Capaldi's. The stuff when they're talking about his name, that's not Peter Capaldi's Doctor, that's Stephen Moffat. Definitely going, you know, saying, I did this name thing that I never answered, because the Doctor's never going to make the, actually they concluded it. Thinking about it, they did actually conclude it, so, you know, well done there. It wasn't exactly the conclusion that we wanted, but it did conclude. So, well done, I suppose. He concluded it. But the speech was too much, I think, like Matt Smith's, because of that, because of the stuff about talking about his name was actually Matt Smith's era, not Peter Capaldi's. I think that you could maybe suss out a few ideas from it, but I can't be bothered to do that, so we're not doing that. We're gonna let's talk about the rest of the speech, actually, because he talks about being kind, and I think this really throws through his entire series, in fact. But the entire series is built on the Doctor being kind. So, you know, at least it had that kind of thing to balance it out. The regeneration itself then. So, the regeneration, the speech was a bit weird, but the ending to the speech was a lot better. There was a lot more things that related to Peter Capaldi, talk about being kind and kind of like being a lesson to the next Doctor, instead of talking about how much he doesn't want to go. He's saying that I am the foundation of what you could be, and that's something very, very clever. I think definitely just for setting up the next Doctor. Not only that, but for ending Peter Capaldi thinking that his Doctor, thinking that he has made mistakes, but he has improved the future versions of himself because of it. This Doctor had a better regeneration. I think that Matt Smith's regeneration was pretty poor. You know, it was a quick like, and he was back. I think this one was a lot better. I think that what they needed to do really would be to have him, have Matt Smith's Doctor when he regenerate for a lot longer and a bit more lengthy. You know, make a bit more of an effort to really drag it out a little bit more, which they did in Twice Upon a Time, which is brilliant. And they decided to basically length out the scene using slow motion shots, stills almost, and they have the regeneration going out from, you know, as long as my arm, or basically to the end of the screen, and across the head as well, going straight up, which I'm glad to see that they changed the regeneration. I'll admit, because Matt Smith is not a great in terms of regeneration effects. Then you see the new Doctor take over. The first words of this new Doctor are brilliant, which is great in a northern accent, which I'm surprised she's actually been allowed to keep, but she's getting a northern accent. The next Doctor's going to have a northern accent, which I suppose this is the thing that she said are brilliant too, that she's got an accent. But instead of, you know, because all the other Doctors have been English, apart from Peter Capaldi was Scottish. But, you know, David Tennant hid his accent, I think. A little bit. He just sort of disguised it, I suppose. But I think I'm really looking forward to seeing Jodie Whittaker take over. I think it's going to be really interesting when she does. So you see the Doctor regenerate, and then she's kicked out of the TARDIS after multiple explosions to the TARDIS, basically breaking apart that inner tube thing. Basically explodes, and the Doctor's thrown out of the TARDIS to then fall to her death, which is where we leave it. What a great way to start a new series. I think that the episode before it was not great. However, now that Chibnall has taken over, that last scene was really good, even not just in terms of writing, but in terms of shooting as well. If you see some of the shots, they're like diagonal, they're confused, they don't know what's going on yet because the Doctor's still regenerating. She doesn't realise what she is or where she is currently. Well, she has an idea, but she's basically been dragged around by what the TARDIS does. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been DOTS Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a like, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.